Hi, welcome back to me and Mon Ami, and today, as you can see behind me, Mr. Boo is pumping up the bike tyres because the sun is cracking the flags. It's too hot to get in Elton, and we're going to take you into Nice to visit the Legends of Nice motor show on the Promenade des Anglais. First cycle of the year, Mr. Boo. Well, it's an absolutely blistering weekend. It's 24 degrees. The beaches are absolutely chocker. In fact, we went swimming yesterday and it was almost unpleasant. So we've decided we're going to go into Nice and we're going to go to this car show, the second incarnation. You see what I did there? Incarnation of this car show. This point on Nice Port, you can actually join the cycle lane, and of course this cycle path actually takes you all the way to Cannes, and you can more or less stay off the roads the whole way. But you can see things are warming up for the season. Super yachts appearing in the harbour. And you can see up ahead of us, this was only installed 2 days ago. It's the new I Love Nice sign to mark the fact that the Tour de France actually ends in Nice this year. Tour de France always has ended in Paris, but because of the Olympics, they've had to move it. And this year, it's in Nice. What an event that's going to be. It's quite a number. Look at all those tents. I think there's going to be quite a lot of hopefully remarkable vehicles. Boo! Well, there's all kinds of stuff up here about the history of this event, because it's only been taking place for the last 2 years, but it goes right back historically, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is the 125th anniversary since the very first Concours d'Elegance.
So it began in what, 1899?
Yeah.
And then there was a gap of
123 years.
123 years. And then we came back, and here we've got the Concours d'Elegance again. And there used to be a Nice Grand Prix.
They did in 1932.
Car racing roars back into the headlines as the famous Nice Grand Prix brings 11 high-powered speedsters back on the roads. Cars in the 15 to 2500cc class burn up the surface of the Promenade des Anglais.
Les virages en pleine ville ne manquent pas d'être impressionnants. Finalement, après avoir mené toute la course avec une sûreté égale à celle de sa machine, c'est Scarron qui triomphe sur Simca à la remarquable moyenne de 86 km 360.
And that ran till what, 47?
Yeah.
And they raced around the streets of Nice.
Yeah, it was similar in theme to the Monaco Grand Prix, and they went around the streets. It used to start outside the Palais de la Méditerranée.
Look at this one, Mr. Boo. Do you think it was electric?
The Electraf.
Do you think it was electric?
Yeah.
Surely. It must have been an early electric car. How amazing. Built in Cannes?
Yeah, in the 1940s.
Wow, amazing. It's quite a shape. Well, that's the exhibition. Let's actually look at the real deal now. Let's look at the cars, and wow, there are some beauties. Absolutely gorgeous Fiat 500. I love Fiat 500s. I'd love one converted to electric. This is absolutely gorgeous. A Fiat 600, which is like a sort of family version of the 500. It's almost like a little minibus. I wonder if it converted into a camper, sort of. I don't know, but it seems to have potentially, what, 5 seats, 6 seats?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I love it. I love the colour as well. It's got suicide doors.
Oh, it has got suicide doors, yeah. Just like us. Oh, look, they've got their flowers in the back, Mr. Boo.
That is very chic.
And they're blankie. They're blankie for their knees, in case their knees get cold. This looks all very Back to the Future, doesn't it? Can always guarantee at a French event there will be a man on the microphone who never shows up, does he? Gorgeous Herbie. Do you remember Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo, Mr. Boo? I loved Herbie films when I was a kid.
Of course you did.
I really did. I absolutely adored them. And this camper, I have to say, has been getting an incredible amount of attention, and is it any wonder? It is absolutely beautiful. We need these windows, Mr. Boo.
I love them.
Just imagine, we could have got in Elton today, it wouldn't have been too hot. What's amazing about VW campers is, and whether they actually deliver in real life, I've no idea, but there is something about the sort of the story they sell you. You look at this thing and you think, you can imagine yourself, you can imagine your lifestyle, you can imagine this whole fantasy holiday, this fantasy world. I don't think there's any vehicle that has a stronger narrative built into it than the VW camper. This is in the days when they made police cars that were big enough, look at that. Just imagine how much luggage you could get in there if you were a policeman who wanted to go on his holidays. A lovely old little Simca. Looks a bit Eastern European, a Simca, doesn't it? I think it was. Looks a bit sort of East Berlin to me. I might be wrong. It's quite funny, that lady there just said, isn't it amazing how much the Mini has changed? And she said, compared to our Mini, this is tiny. And you forget they were microcars. They're not microcars now, are they? What's your favourite so far, Mr. Boo?
The camper. It's got to be the camper.
I know, we'd love a camper, wouldn't we? And you see what I was saying about the beach? And this is nothing like as busy as Villefranche's. You cannot move on Villefranche today. But the Baie des Anges is pretty busy for April. Gorgeous yellow. It's like Banana Man, Mr. Boo. Do you remember Banana Man?
I do remember Banana Man.
Making sure he's got his proper stickers on. I think he's going out for a drive. Listening to it, I don't think it's electric, Mr. Boo, do you?
I don't think so.
The Blues Brothers are here. Do you think they're going to get in that police car or the Fiat 500? Let's have a see. They're going to the Fiat 500? No, they're passing the Fiat 500. They're a bit big for the Fiat 500. They're passing the 2CV, going to the Fiat 600. My money's on the police car. Getting quite crowded in here. I thought that was Twiggy, Mr. Boo. I don't think Twiggy like this, it's too hot.
So he's just been explaining the rules of the Concours d'Elegance according to the French way of doing it.
Yeah.
And it's very, very formal, and the man has to help the woman into the car. Then he has to go around a certain way of the car and get into the car before setting off.
About the car's elegance, not the owner.
No, it has to be. It's very strict protocols to follow.
Oh my God! And what does he do then? Sort of throw his coat down over a puddle?
I think so, yeah.
Wow, how chivalrous! And is there then a test of how well he's polished his knobs and that?
Ferrari's against cancer.
Oh, I didn't know Ferraris gave you cancer. Audi Quattro. I had Scalextric and I had an Audi Quattro. I thought it was so cool. I used to love my Scalextrics. I had a big set. But yeah, these were the height of fashion Audi Quattros. Oh look, there's a bar, Mr. Boo. I suddenly noticed. This looks promising. What have they got?
Tonics.
What have they got?
Spritzes and gin and tonics.
Spritzes and gin and tonics. How much?
Don't know. And Nice ice cream.
Oh, sorbet. Oh la la. Are these the judges over here, Mr. Boo? Are these the people who are going to be checking that you get your wife in and out of the car properly?
What if you haven't got a wife?
What if you haven't got a car? It's like the grand jury at Cannes for the film festival, isn't it?
It is.
Look at this over here, Mr. Boo, this red thing, gouchy design. Wow, look at that. I don't know what it is, but I'm excited. Oh, it's a Lamborghini. But I think what they're flogging are the carports. Amazingly. Are they flogging the carports?
Oh, yeah. And you can have lights on the roof.
You can make your carport look like a disco, if you're so minded. This looks distinctly like an electric motorbike, isn't it?
Yeah, that's nice.
Is that electric with a belt drive?
Yeah.
Surely, I think so. Do you remember we saw this the other day on the back of a truck, and I said, look, it's got DB12 on it. And I said, somebody's about to get their Aston Martin, but it was coming here.
Of course.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Remember that truck we followed? Like when you're following Corporation Plop Cart.
That looks noisy, but this looks silent.
Oh, is this a silence? Oh, we're interested in these, big time. These are things we talked about in the other vlog when we were in microcars in Monaco, and they have interchangeable, swappable out batteries. So you can take the battery out of the motorbike on your trolley and put it in your silence smart car. And when I get my license, I'm going to have a test drive in one of these because I'm intrigued. There's your front charging. But they're quite pricey, but they do have a boot, unlike a Citroen Me. You've got a lot more boot space. There you go, look, a boot, Mr. Boo. Imagine what we'd do with a boot.
And the seats are the same as ours.
Yeah, it's the same concept. But you do have a boot. Because I think in the advert they have crates of beer in the back or something. I might be mixing it up with another one. But this is the motorbike version. You see quite a lot of these in Monaco.
Can you put a motorbike battery in the car?
Yeah. That's the whole thing.
So you can be a silent family?
You can be a silent family. Well, we wouldn't be very silent, would we? I don't think. Silence doesn't come naturally to us. But yeah, it's certainly a great concept. Yeah, that for you, Mr. Boo, so you could put all your linen in for your Airbnbs.
Put all the linen in. Round. Put Twiggy in the back as well with a little window.
Twiggy'd love it. Need some air holes. Interesting, despite all the press this week about electric car sales have stalled, etc, etc. Quite a lot of electric stands here, given it's a classic car show. So I think there's also a sort of competition of motorbikes. This is a cracking old motorbike sidecar. We'd be good on a motorbike sidecar. Do you remember, what was it? Was it Selwyn Froggatt? Didn't he have a motorbike sidecar? Was it that sitcom, Selwyn Froggatt? He used to go, Magic Car Morris. Do you remember?
I was thinking of the Two Fat Ladies.
No, it was a sitcom, and he would. Well, I don't think you get it made today because he was a bit slow, with Selwyn Froggatt, and he used to just walk into things and get them wrong, and then go, Magic Car Morris, like that. Anyway, I just remembered that. Now this is a cracking BMW. This is electric CEO2 sort of concept bike. This is that thing I saw the other day. Do you remember I showed you a picture of? Popped up on my Facebook feed. I love it. It's very futuristic and boxy and not like really like anything else. Maybe a little bit like, it's a bit like one of those old Japanese style bikes, isn't it? So it's got autonomy of a range of 90 kilometers. It's not very big range. 132 kilos it weighs. That's the A1, and then the smaller one is just 45 kilometers of range.
It's even worse than mine.
Yeah, it's not cheap, but it's very cool. Old Royal Enfield stand. I don't know whether it's still owned. I think they've taken the name, haven't they? It's another company now, but I might be wrong. What's this, Mr. Boo?
Custom celery, custom saddles.
Oh, I'm going to say, why are they selling celery? It's a bike shop.
But I've got a Goyard one.
That's what you need one, because our saddle is very uncomfortable on my behind. I've got a very bony bum. This looks very comfy. Oh yeah. Ask them if they could make some back, seat and panel for a Citroen Me.
On a une petite Citroen Ami qui est pas confortable du tout. Donc on réfléchit. Vous avez fait pour les Citroën?
Pas un problème.
C'est facile?
C'est pas que c'est facile,
Bah.
c'est que ce n'est pas un problème.
Ouais.
Voilà.
D'accord.
Voilà.
Et par rapport au prix, c'est...
Il faut qu'on voit en photo.
Ouais.
Il faudra peut-être même que je me déplace.
Donc, ouais, nous sommes à Villefranche, donc...
Ok.
Et vous êtes à Antibes?
À Antibes, c'est ça.
D'accord. Donc si je vous envoie un petit message.
So what did she say, Mr. Boo, in
She
English?
said we've got to get in touch with her with some photos.
Has she already done an me?
And she's already done a Citroen Ami.
Oh, so she knows how to do it.
So she knows how to do it, and she said you can do... She's got all the different materials, leathers and fabrics and different levels of padding and squishiness.
Oh.
So it could be quite interesting for us to go to Antibes, maybe.
Very good. These are curious, Mr. Boo, aren't they? I think these are at the modern end of things. Not sure I really want one of those, I've got to be honest. I mean, do you want this in your front room? Is that your idea of something to welcome guests with? Or I'm sure Twiggy would like it.
Merci.
Oh, the old French Motobican. These are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. This Automoto. And then the old BMW at the end here, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. This one's for sale. Only €4,000.
Right,
One careful lady driver. Well, that's what it says. But this one, this Automoto, is just beautiful. Look at that. It sort of looks like garden furniture of the period,
Yeah.
don't you think? It's like, I don't know whether it is 1950, it's probably earlier, but it does look like garden furniture. Look at the spring on the front for the suspension now. That's wild. I bet you it weighs a few pounds, that. Oh look, there's a clothes store, Mr. Boo. Let's check it out. Oh look, biker chic. Nice, I think. Yeah. Oh, I think I've seen you in a club wearing one of those. Was it that Fetish Weekend video we did? When we paired up the Fetish Weekend with Cancermere Chestnut Festival in what was
That's a video.
possibly the daftest video title in human history. But, you know, we've got over it. We're not still beating ourselves up about it, are we? I'm going to be controversial and say I don't really like Harley Davidsons. I find them a bit demonstrative, don't you? They're a bit full on. I much prefer those old-fashioned cutie things over there. Well, it's getting very confusing because the cars are coming into the judging area now. So I thought we'd decided, but this is number one. Don't worry, we won't show you every car, but a very big family in there. There he is going into his booth. Giving it a final polish before it goes into the competition. Right, Mr. Boo, I'm hungry. Let's go into Nice now. Check out what's happening in the old town on this gorgeous Sunday. And we're going to take you to this wonderful, old school, well, I was going to say Niçois fast food, and it is kind of fast food, but it's very reasonable, it's very authentic, and hopefully it's very open. It's a stylish couple there. Wonderful. Ooh, these cobbles are murder on the old Bernard Miles. So here's where we're going. That's where to put the bikes. So there's always a queue here, whatever time of day you come, but it's quite handy because it's open Sundays, and a lot of places like this aren't. I think it closes Monday, this one, but it's open Sunday. Just remember though, they only take cash, but boy, look at the queue. Insane. That is some queue. Get to the back, Mr. Boo. Sardines, stuffed sardines, deep fried sardines, blet with sugar, that sort of sweet tart with blet, isn't it? And then over there you can see the traditional soccer oven, which is the traditional niçoise pancake, which is chickpea and olive oil, essentially, isn't it?
Correct. But I think they've got a credit card machine.
They've got a credit card machine. When did they get that? Oh, they
Don't know.
take a cheque from €8.
Oh, yeah.
Euros. That's not the same. Where's the machine?
I just saw him do a contactless with them.
Really? That is new. But yeah, it's kind of obligatory if you come to Nice to try some soccer. It's got to be fresh, got to be straight out of the oven, got to be wood fired. There's the wood going in. And again, very traditional down here. You've got courgette sort of flan, isn't it?
Flan.
Courgette flan. What's that, Mr. Boo?
That's got the wrong sign on. That's
Deep fried aubergine.
deep fried aubergine.
And what about these?
I don't know. They're like little donutty things, aren't they? They might be spring onion donuts.
If you believe that, you believe anything. See, we just poured all the soccer mix from there into the pan, and it now goes into the wood oven for not very long, really. How long do you think it'll be in? Maybe 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
It's because it's super hot. Let's see how long it takes. So he's bringing out the first one. Here's the second one. I think he's just checking it. It's interesting. They leave it sort of on the edge of the fire, don't they? It's not on
the
it.
flame.
No. Are we going to eat it in, Mr. Boo?
Yeah, but there are rules.
Yes, the rule is if you eat in, you've got to have a drink, haven't you?
Let's have a drink.
A drink of wine.
That's the rule.
It says the rule. They just give that lady some free soccer because she's got no teeth.
I think it's because she's a homeless lady.
It's a good food to have if you've got no teeth.
Yeah, you should bear it in
You
mind.
can just suck it. It's a very nice thing to do, to give her some free food, isn't it? Really sweet. See him hacking the soccer out of the pan now. Soccer here is $3.50. I think at the other one, which is also very good, further down the old town, it's less than $3.50, don't you?
Don't know. There's only 3 down the road.
I think it's only 3, or maybe even $2.50.
No.
I think it's 3. Hungry now. Mind you, we're the last in the queue. And there's only 3 ahead of us. They have... Trouble is, we'll get there and he'll have to put another thing in oven, or maybe he'll be out of wood. See, they also do a lot of pizza. Can't say I've ever tried their pizza. It's quite nice. And then traditional pissaladier down here, which is sweet onions with some anchovies on there. Oh no, it's aubergine and champignon on that. It's not pissaladier. This is the pissaladier with olives. And what do you say, Mr. Boo, if you want to have it in as opposed to take away?
Pour manger ici.
Not sur place.
Pas sur place.
You see, my French is better than yours. That were a bit slow.
Bonjour, 2 portions de soccer, s'il vous plaît. Sur place. Et on a une assiette farcie aussi. Et merci.
Now, this is the crucial bit. The salt and the pepper. Gotta have some black pepper, haven't you? Good amount of black pepper, I think. And I like quite a lot of salt, but then I like quite a lot of salt on everything, don't I?
You.
Salt and Battery. There you go. There used to be a fish and chip shop in New York called a Salt and Battery, you know. It's a true fact. Napkins. Vital, because it's a bit sticky fingers, isn't it? Remember that restaurant, Sticky Fingers?
I remember that restaurant.
Ken High Street, that's gone. It's all gone. All the classics. Oh, this is the problem is the evil pigeons. Fast food, Mr. Boo. No, it was fast. The service is fast. The problem is that there's a queue, and there's always a big queue. They always say this is the Nice fish and chips. It's not really, remotely. But it is the filler between meals, isn't it? Or sometimes it becomes the meal. I find it quite filling. This is good. Really nice.
Really.
And then these are the petit farcis, which are stuffed vegetables. Be interesting to see whether the sausage meat is the same on each one or whether it's subtly different.
I think they're all the same. Try a courgette. Very nice, delicate, but really nice.
Are
Really
they as nice as Le Bonjour?
No, they're not as nice as Le Bonjour.
Café Bonjour, they're our top petit farcis up in Libération. They're quite nice though. They're quite garlicky, aren't they?
Very herby as well. See how much green is in there.
Look at that. But no, not bad at all. Pour moi, merci.
Les blancs, la rose? Non.
Rosé, ouais.
Rosé, hein, ça.
Merci
6 euros,
beaucoup.
s'il vous plaît.
Super.
Merci.
I'm still celebrating because of me driving triumph. Well, me theory triumph.
I know you'll be able to buy one of those cars on the prom soon.
Oh, we got the house wine, which is cheaper. $6.20, so the total bill was €20, under €20, I think. So about £18, £17. If you're on a budget coming to Nice, places like this, Rennes Soccer, there's 2 or 3 of the traditional ones, are your best bet. I sometimes like house wine like that. If it's sweet and cheerful, it's a bit like a sort of kiddie pop with ice. But honestly, it's perfectly nice.
They do sangria as well.
Perfectly nice. Well, hope you've enjoyed that little vlog. Nice on a Sunday. Mr. Boo's struggling to get in. If you have, please give us a like, please give us a comment, please think about buying us a coffee. Helps support these trips, really makes a difference. But most of all, folks, remember, take soccer and stay charged.
Bye!